This webinar will last roughly 45 minutes, and you can see the agenda on this slide. In the webinar, we'll spend about 35 minutes on a Navigator demonstration, which will show you how to log in, manage user access. We'll also include a site navigation overview. And then lastly, we'll go through how Navigator will help you in your day-to-day. Some of the features we'll demonstrate are live price and availability, how to place orders, how to pull order reports, tracking information, and download invoices. And we'll also show you how to use our product selection tools. We also have 10 minutes blocked off for Q&A, but please enter all of your questions through the chat as you are not able to speak on a microphone during this webinar. I will be answering all of the questions during the meeting, and any leftover we can address in the last 10 minutes reserved for Q&A. Without further ado, let's move to the live demo. For our first topic, we'll cover how to log into Solution Navigator. When you are first signed up for a Solution Navigator account, you will get an email from solutionnavigator.com welcoming you to the Solution Navigator platform. In this email, you will be provided with your login ID and temporary password and a link to access Solution Navigator. When you click this link, you will be taken to the Solution Navigator login page where you are asked to create a password for the first time. Here, you'll follow the steps of entering your temporary password as well as your permanent password and confirming that permanent password. Once you have submitted this page, then you will have fully set up your Solution Navigator login account information. In case you can't find your welcome email, but think you may have access to a Solution Navigator account, just navigate to the solutionnavigator.com website and click the login button in the top right corner. From here, you can click on Forgot Password to reset your password if your account exists. This trick works even if you've never created a permanent password. From here, you'll enter in your email address and click Send. If you receive an error, this means there is no Solution Navigator account associated with your email. If you enter a valid email address, you will trigger a password reset to your email address with further instructions to log in. Once you are able to log into Solution Navigator, you'll be brought to the Switch Account page if you have access to multiple accounts. From here, you'll be able to select which account you're logging into currently and select which account you will be logged into as a default. If you do not have access to more than one account, you will automatically be logged into your default and only account. You can switch accounts at any time by clicking your profile in the top right corner and clicking the Switch Account button. Again, if you don't have access to multiple accounts, you will not see this Switch Account button, and you will be logged into the only account that you have access to. On this profile page, you will also be able to view the account numbers associated to your logged in Navigator account by clicking this drop-down. Here, you will see any ERP IDs tied to your account, including a legacy controls AOMS number, if applicable, and your new controls SAP number, if applicable. You may also see other ERP IDs associated with other Johnson Controls businesses if you purchase from other PBUs. You will also be able to view your profile information by clicking the My Profile button. Here, you will be able to view and edit all of your profile details associated with your Navigator account. You can also manage the saved addresses on your account by clicking the Manage Address Book button. In the Profile button in the top right of your page, you may have also noticed the Account Administration tab. If you have access to this tab, this means you have the ability to manage users on your Solution Navigator account. To do that, you'll click Account Administration and click on Users. From here, you'll see a list of all active users, inactive users, or all users on the account. From here, you are able to activate or deactivate a user depending on whether they are active or not, or you can add a new user if they don't yet exist on the account. Now we'll enter the user's information. You can see that I just filled in some demonstration data, but the required fields will be the first and last name, email address, and the email address again in the SharePoint user ID. You'll select the Navigator account that the user needs access to. You'll determine if they should also be a portal delegated admin, and then you will want to set them up as active. You can also subscribe them to any newsletters and add their address, which is required. Once all of the information is added, you'll click Save. And now we'll move on to the user roles. The user roles will determine what permissions the user has access to in Navigator. The easiest way to assign these permissions is to copy a user that should have the same access as the new user you are adding. From here, you can select another user on your account, or you can select Custom to individually choose which permissions the user should have access to. The options shown here are reflective of the permission groups that you as an administrator have access to. The important permission groups for wholesale customers are Configure, which gives access to our product selectors, Controls Price File, which allows you to download a file with all controls pricing, and then Order Access, full and read only. Additionally, we'll talk about the PO upload later in this video. And if you would like to give PO upload access, you can also enable this checkbox. Once the permissions are determined, you can click Save, and the user has been added successfully. Again, you can edit these users at any time. Now that we've walked through the administration portion of Solution Navigator, logging in and giving access to other users, now we'll click the logo to go back to our home page and start going through a site overview and talk about the ways that this will make your day-to-day with JCI easier. When you first log into Solution Navigator, you'll notice these three tabs at the top of your page. The first tab is Products. This is the catalog of JCI products that are available to you based on your customer number. They are sorted in a taxonomy structure so that users can easily browse for SKUs along with the images and documentation that go with them. Next is Applications. This mainly houses advanced tools that are primarily used by building automation customers, but the Controls Price File is our most popular application that is available to all customers, which I will demonstrate later in the training. You can also find all of the applications in the utility bar at the top of your page. Lastly is the Favorites tab. And the Favorites tab contains all of the applications that you set as a favorite, and you can do so by clicking the star next to that application. As you can see in the Favorites tab, you'll see all of the applications that I have favorited. Now we'll move on to the home page. What's great about the homepage of Solution Navigator is that it is completely customizable based on the user. In order to customize your layout, you'll click the Customize Layout button in the top right of your page. Here you can see all of the applications that are available to the user. We'll walk through what each of these applications are, how it's used, and then you can determine whether or not you would like to turn them on or off, or drag to reorder them on your homepage. The first group of widgets I'll demonstrate are centered around how you can use Solution Navigator to find live price and availability for your products. In general, the best way to view price and availability for multiple products is to simply add them to your cart. That way you can view many lines on one single page and reduces the need to continuously load new product pages every time you'd like to search for a new product. The fastest way to do that is using the quick order feature, where you can simply key in different part numbers and quantities to add them to your cart. So I'll add a few part numbers to my quick order widget. And then I'll click Add to Cart. As you can see, I successfully added the 6 items to my cart, and I received a bounce back message on one of the items that I entered. It's important to note that items entered in the quick order widget must be entered exactly, otherwise you'll receive an error message. In that case, this is when I would recommend using the global search in order to do a basically Google search for JCI products. And you'll see we were just missing a C on the end of this part number. We can now add this to our cart, and we will click our cart to view the results. What's happening now is Solution Navigator is doing a live price call to the ERP system in order to get the most up-to-date information regarding price and lead time based on your account. As you can see here, all of the SKUs that we've added are in our carts, and you'll be able to see a lot of information about them. You'll see the list price for each, the net price, your discount percentage, your total net price based on your quantity. You'll see the available quantity that we have on hand, or a warning message if we do not see any on hand. You'll also see the brand of the product, the control seller, and you'll also see your estimated shipping date for each of these products based on the stock and lead time of these products. We'll go back to our home page now, as there are a few other ways that you can conveniently add products to your cart. The next method that I'll demonstrate is the mass upload feature. This is a very simple feature where you download an Excel template, paste your bill of materials and quantities into the template, and then upload the completed file, which I'll do now. As you can see, you'll see a loading bar with your progress, and you'll see a success message if your file was successfully uploaded. As you can see, I've added additional parts into my cart, and the same rule applies if there are any errors in the file that you uploaded. Solution Navigator will flag that and give you a report of all of the lines with errors where a SKU could not be added to the cart. If you ever have any questions on the mass upload feature, there's also an instruction document that's available at any time on Solution Navigator. The last method to add products to your cart is our purchase order upload feature. This is a very cool feature where an AI will scan the format of your PO and extract the relevant purchasing information and add products to your cart. To do this, we'll click our controls parts seller, which you'll do anytime you order controls products. And then you will drag a file in to upload using this PO upload feature. We'll agree to the terms and conditions, and then we will upload this file to our cart. As you can see, we've successfully uploaded our PO, and we've added another 100 products to our cart. Now we'll click the cart to view all of the different products that we've added using various ordering methods. Here you can see Navigator has added all of the items to our cart. There are a few error codes that have popped up, as Solution Navigator is always constantly error checking any of the products that you're adding. For example, this product is discontinued and cannot be ordered, so I will simply delete that from my cart. If we look at this next item, we can see that the order quantity is highlighted in red, and that's because this must be purchased in an increment of 5. So we can also change this in our cart to reflect the correct value that is orderable. These are a couple cool features that show how the connection of Solution Navigator to our ERP system can save you a lot of time in order holds and processing because you eliminate these issues on the front end before actually ordering them. Moving on, the last thing that we need to do before we can actually place an order and check out with these parts is to look at these products highlighted in yellow. This is a feature unique to the purchase order upload because what Solution Navigator will do is compare the ERP price that we have in the system for your customer number to the price that's on your PO. If there's any discrepancy, you'll simply validate your price to ensure that you are being charged the correct amount and you understand the amount that you'll be charged on your order. The one thing to note about all the other products that were added outside of the PO upload feature is that the net price that is shown is your live net price in our ERP system. So this will eliminate any order holds due to price discrepancies as the order is being submitted with the right price every time. As a final summary, the best way to view price and availability is to always add products to your cart so that you can view the consolidated information all in a simple table. Another added benefit to using the cart for price and availability is that if you're ready to place an order, all of the items that you're looking to order are already existing in your cart. When you're ready to place an order, you'll want to verify the requested delivery date on each of the lines of your order. As you can see here, you can request a requested delivery date of 3 business days in the future or later. If you leave the requested delivery date blank, what we'll do is populate the estimated date already shown in the table here. If you'd like to make a mass change to all of your requested delivery dates at once, what you can do is select all of the lines. You can either click Control Seller or select the lines individually that you'd like to edit. Scroll down to Mass Change and then enter your requested delivery date for all of the lines. Once you click Save, all of your requested delivery dates will be updated accordingly. You can also add any tags or comments on each of the lines if needed for the order. Now you're ready to place the order by clicking the Checkout button. Checking out in Solution Navigator is just like any other online storefront experience. First, your user information will be pulled for the contact information. You can make edits to this if there is a different person that should be the contact for the order. We'll move on to the next step by clicking Continue and entering our shipment information. Here, we can choose whether or not we would like to ship collect. So if we would like to ship collect, we would pick no and enter our collect information. You can also change the shipping method if you would like to expedite your shipping. You can add any header level shipping notes here, and you'll agree to the terms and conditions. Your billing information will get automatically pulled from your account in our ERP system, so this field will not be editable. The shipping address will get pulled directly from the PO upload if that feature is used. Otherwise, you can type in a unique address and then save it to your address book by clicking this check mark. Once you save an address to your address book, you will be able to see them here and can easily select a new address if you would like to on your shipment. As mentioned earlier, the delegated admin manages this address book. Now we'll click Continue to move on with the checkout process. You can see here that we have an address verification. And now we will move on to the order summary page. Here is a summary of all of the information that we've selected so far. When we press continue, you'll see that the PO number was also populated from the PO upload feature. If this is not populated, simply type in your purchase order number that you would like to have associated with your order. Lastly, you can add any other job reference on the order, and then you can also click this checkbox if you have a special discount quote in order to receive discount pricing. What you'll do here is put your quote number in the quote number field before placing the order. Once you do this, your order will go on hold and will not ship until the special pricing is applied. This way, we do not ship or invoice at the incorrect price. Once you're ready, you will finally place the order. Once your order is placed, you'll receive your confirmation number and can review your order at any time. One of the biggest benefits to placing orders via Solution Navigator is that this order will be instantly processed in our ERP system. This avoids any time delays that it may have taken customer service to enter your order in the past, and you can view your order status anytime by clicking your order history. You'll also receive an email about 15 minutes after placing the order with your ERP confirmation number or JCI sales order number. Now that we've discussed the price and availability and ordering process, there's one thing I want to touch on before we move to the order history and tracking portion. What I want to discuss is the controls price file, as this is the last way to determine pricing for controls products. The controls price file application is a simple but powerful tool, as it allows you to export a file containing your pricing on all JCI controls products that you have access to. How this application works is that you can submit a request by selecting your name, your customer number. Both of these are tied to the account that you're logged into, and then choosing a price effective date for your request. This date is the date that the pricing is effective. So for example, if there was a price increase coming up on April 1st, any file requested with a date before April 1st would not take into consideration the increased pricing after April 1st. Any date selected after April 1st would take that price increase into consideration. So what many of our customers like to do around the time of a price increase is to request a file in advance with a later price effective date so that they can see the upcoming price increase and how it impacts each of their individual products. Once you've selected this price effective date, you'll then submit a request, and you can see that the processing time to receive this file is about 1 to 2 hours. If we refresh the page here, we'll see that my new request has been processed and is not quite yet ready for download. You will receive an email when this file becomes available for download. As you can see, other previous price file requests from users on your same account will also show up. That way you have access to download these files at any time. As mentioned, this is the last method of determining pricing, especially when used as an analytical tool for our customers. Now we'll talk about the order history and tracking widget. As you can see, I've customized my home page, so now the order history and tracking shows up at the top of my page. I simply could have scrolled up or down to find the widget, but I just wanted to demonstrate the customization functionality once again. Here we can see our 10 most recent orders associated with any of the accounts that you have access to. This means if you have the capability to switch accounts, you will see the orders for all of these accounts, regardless of which one you are logged into. I could click into one of these orders to quickly view the status on a recent one, but what I'll do is open the full order history and tracking application which I can do by clicking View All Orders, or I can find this in the top right of my page. As you can see, the order history and tracking application will show your 500 most recent orders. What you can do to locate a specific order is to use any of the searching and filtering functionality that you see in the top and clicking View Results. Typically, what customers will do is simply search a PO number and click View Results. As you can see, the order that I searched for has now populated in my order history and tracking, and this is one of one result. I can see all of the information at the header level on this order, including the status of being partial shipped, the sales order number, the navigator order number. I can download invoices for any shipped lines on this order by clicking the download button. And as you can see, it will download a copy of the invoice. I'll see the purchase order number, the created date, and the requested delivery date. What I can also do is change this view to the line item view to view even more detail of this order. As you can see, this order has 2 lines on it, and it will give the description of the item. It will tell you the ordered quantity and how many have shipped. It will tell you either the shipping date that the product has shipped or the future date of when we expect this to ship. If it has shipped, there should be a link to your tracking information on that line. And then there is additional project information and PO number as well. What you can do is download a report of this specific order by clicking the download button, and it will pull this information into an Excel file for you. What you can also do is pull reports for any of your orders. So to do that, I will clear any filter that I've added, and I will click View Results. What I can then do is, again, either report all 500 of these orders at the header level, or I can change my view to the line item view, and then I can export the 2,000 lines on these 500 orders. Again, you can use any of the searches and filters on this page to build your own customized reports and download the data that you need. This is a really powerful tool that Solution Navigator offers, is the ability to export open order reports without relying on customer service to provide or get back to you on those inquiries. What you can also do on any order is to click into the actual sales order to view all of the information on the order. As you can see, you'll see all of the same header level information we saw on the order confirmation page earlier, and then we'll also see the line items on this order. As you can see, if we click View More, this is where we'll see which lines have shipped and which have not. The empty shipping status orders have not shipped, whereas the lines with a shipping status and tracking number have shipped. You are also able to switch the view on this page to a line level view, as you can on most other pages in Navigator. As mentioned, this is a great way to get specific information about an individual order, in addition to the open orders reporting functionality that Navigator has. Now we'll go back to the home page to discuss the other widgets on your home page that we haven't gone over yet. As we scroll down, the next widget is the My Products widget, which is essentially just another window into our product catalog, which you can use to browse products. Moving on to the My Favorites widget, this is simply an extension of the Favorites tab that we discussed earlier. As you can see, all of our favorite applications have been added to this homepage widget. In addition to your favorites, we also have our damper and airflow measuring station configurators. These applications are specifically for adding damper and airflow measuring station products to your cart. As you can see, this will take you into a product selector and allow you to use any of the filters and search criteria to add damper products to your cart. Once you've selected the damper and entered the dimensions that you want, you'll simply just add this to your cart in order to add a damper airflow measuring station. Moving on to projects. The projects widget is a window into our selection application. This is really powerful when it comes to building and estimating jobs for our BAS customers, but there is also functionality that's relevant to our wholesale customers, which is the quick quote functionality. In order to create a quick quote project, you'll simply click the plus button, set the project type as quick quote, and then give your project a name. These quick quote projects allow you to use JCI's many product selectors to make selections of products based on specification. Once you're in your quick quote project, you'll come into estimate details in order to begin to view the product. Once you're in estimate details, you'll simply click add product in order to start browsing. From here, this will open up all of the different product selectors that we have available. We are constantly putting out new selectors to make it easier to select products based on specifications. For example, I'll open up the variable speed drive selector. Based on the filters on the left, JCI has thousands of variable speed drive SKUs, which can make it challenging to select the right product. What this tool allows you to do is use any filtering functionality to enter your specifications, and our product selector will only give you the parts that meet those specifications, which will help you select the right product. If I start making a few selections on my variable speed drive specs, you can see that the list of candidates has been narrowed down already to only 29 SKUs that is meeting these needs. Once you enter in these filters, this table will display the different SKUs that meet your needs, compare other specifications that you have not yet specified, and also provide a comparison price in order for you to select the best product available. Once you've selected the correct product, you can save this to add it to your bill of materials. Once you've now identified your part number, you can go back into the Solution Navigator storefront to order this product if needed. Now we'll go back to the home page to wrap up a few other homepage widgets. As we scroll down to the bottom, the last homepage widget is the latest Navigator updates. Here we will post Navigator news, which has the latest relevant articles that have been published regarding Solution Navigator and Johnson Controls. Additionally, in this widget, you can see the Learn More button, which will take you to this month's release notes. It's great to review these on a regular basis so you stay up to date with the latest Solution Navigator features.